Dcsaff 2013 featured a Ghazal evening, a tribute to late Jagjit Singh. Here, the renditions were given by Mrs. Pooja Shah Talwar. She was a student of late Jagjit Singh. I must say, she sings beautifully. I had a quick exchange of words with her. Let me share those words with you now, followed by that evening where she gave her beautiful concert. Namaskar, Adab, Nilima Mehra from Dcsaff 2013, Mr. and Mrs. Manoj and Geeta Singh. आज शाम को खूबसूरत करने में और खूबसूरती जो है वो डालने में मिस पूजा शाह, I should say Mrs. Pooja Shah Talwar, she is associated with it all. Let me get her on the screen for you. Welcome, madam.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for having me.
You look gorgeous as usual.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Yourself meaning I know you're from Richmond, am I correct?
Yes.
When did you first start learning music, at what age, and who inspired you?
Well, I started at a very young age of 8.
Okay.
And I think I was just fond of singing. मैं गुनगुनाती थी. Is Hindi okay? Or
Please, absolutely.
तो मैं गुनगुनाती थी बहुत. तभी हाल में मूवी रिलीज हुई थी निकाह.
Oh, wow.
और दिल के अरमा आंसुओं में बह गए. तो बहुत गुनगुनाती थी उस गाने को. And my father heard it. So he was he's very musically inclined.
Acha.
And he's actually taken some lessons as well himself back then. But so he saw that in me and he thought अगर इसको तालीम दी जाए तो अच्छी हो सकती है, आवाज़ बहुत अच्छी है. And he always wanted me to do something with music.
Oh, that's nice.
And as a kid, I don't think I had that knowledge that what you're good at. And I'm glad that my father found that in me. And
वो बड़े लोगों का guidance चाहिए,
जी.
उनके आशीर्वाद चाहिए, and you know, and then you of course prosper, and of course you become big and well known like you are today. So we are thankful for the elders' blessings. Now tell me something. जब उन्होंने ये सुना, what school did he send to? Who did he send you to? How did you become what you are today?
Initially, he found a very well-known Guruji for me.
Okay.
He was in Mumbai at that point. I was born and raised in Mumbai.
Acha.
So, but he was from the Gwalior Gharana.
Acha.
Vijay Singh Chauhan.
Acha.
तो वो घर आते थे मुझे सिखाने. और that's how I started the training.
Oh, wow.
And he started teaching me classical with the harmonium, playing the harmonium at the same time.
Of course.
Because he thought that सुर अगर हारमोनियम के साथ भी practice कर लो तो you can control the musicians that are around you while you're performing.
And of
it's
course,
easier
it gives
for them.
your voice, you know, timing and tuning as well.
Right.
Absolutely. So then, am I correct in saying कि आप उस घराने को belong करती हैं?
I wouldn't say that completely.
Okay.
Because he belonged to the Gharana because he was raised and his dad played the tabla.
Okay.
For the Rajas and Maharajas in those times. So he was specifically to that Gharana, but I would say I learned quite a bit of that style of singing.
From him. फिर वहाँ से आगे बताइएगा, फिर when did you?
वहाँ से आगे I think I learned quite a bit for about 15 years. My mom and dad were interested in promoting me on the stage.
I see.
But they weren't too much in a haste. कि अभी से शुरू करो. And we used to, they were very firm followers, and my mom still is a firm follower of Murari Bapu.
Right.
तो उनकी कथा में जाती थी, and बापू को मेरा गाना बहुत पसंद. तो बेटी के भजन सुनाइए और you know शाम को उनके साथ कैंप फायर पे बैठ के भजन सुनाती थी. तो कथा में 2-3 you know bhajan bhi suna deti thi before the katha would start.
Sure.
So that was the only public exposure that my dad wanted me to have
At that time.
At that time, more of a spiritual, you know, exposure.
Right. Fir katha se, I mean, so am I correct in assuming, I mean, you're known to be of ghazal genre.
Yes.
Now, do you sing movie songs and bhajans at the moment?
I do sing those as well. I do sing bhajans at the Hindu temple in Virginia as well.
Acha. Oh.
Every second Sunday.
Oh.
So that's just offering
Oh, okay.
from my
Beautiful.
end.
Lovely, lovely.
So
सब ये अच्छा ये बताएं यहाँ Dcsaff program में आके मैंने ये सीखा है that you are going to be actually doing a tribute night to the late Jagjit Singh.
जी.
How did he come into your life, in picture in your life?
That's very interesting. My dad actually met with an accident in 1990.
Okay.
And he was quadriplegic ever since.
In India?
In India.
Oh.
He's no more right now, but he had a pretty bad accident. So he lived for about 16 years after that.
Wow.
But he was totally quadriplegic. He couldn't move his hands or legs. But he always saw, he had a dream that my daughter would do something with music, reach a level where at least do something with Jagjit Singh ji. Because मैं जब से छोटी थी तब से उनकी ग़ज़लें सुनती थी.
Oh, nice.
My mom and dad both were very fond of him. तो हर एक मुझे याद है कि हर एक LP तब तो records बजती थी. घर पे पापा लेके आते थे and he would say listen to this ghazal, listen to that ghazal, listen to how he sings. He wasn't too visual at that point, Jagjit uncle. He wouldn't allow too many videos at that point.
Right.
But I heard his gaiki and his voice and even Chitra auntie very, very even at a young age I was very attracted to that style of music.
Nice.
And after the accident that my dad met with, his doctor, Dr. Thurel in Bombay Hospital, he happened to be the same doctor that was treating Chitra auntie for her spondylitis.
Right.
And he took the word of my performances and my, singing that I wanted to learn from him, and he talked to Jagjit uncle.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
After attending one of my programs, he was very impressed.
So शुरुआत वहीं से हुई है.
जी.
So then, am I correct in saying that he was the guru, the mentor of you learning the proper ghazal and its formation and delivery?
Ghazal, I would say my Guruji Vijay Singh Chauhan was very instrumental in that as well.
Okay.
It was just a different style. He used to follow Mehdi Hasan Saab more.
Okay.
Lekin talaffuz jisko kehte hain,
Yes.
Urdu, he was very, very I would say strict about it. And talaffuz zara bhi gadbad nahi hona chahiye. मुझे meaning समझाते थे.
Right.
जगजीत अंकल के पास मैंने सीखा रियाज कैसे करना,
अच्छा.
आवाज़ को ट्रेन कैसे करना, जिसे कहते हैं वॉइस कल्चर. एंड he said only one thing, आवाज़ जैसे ट्रेन हो जाती है, then it's okay, you can sing anything you want, whether it's ghazal,
Right,
it's
right.
bhajan, it's any song.
Right.
तो उस हिसाब से it was a totally different experience for me professionally.
Right.
He targeted the professional, singing.
Right.
So to speak.
So how long did you take this type of private lessons, advice from?
About, I would say, a year to two.
Oh, wow.
And then I learned quite a bit from his guru sister, Geeta Prem. She lives back in Goregaon,
Right.
Bombay mein.
Oh, nice.
So unke यहाँ में I used to go 2 to 3 times a week to learn from her, because she has the same talim that Jagjit uncle had. Yeah.
Now, tell me this, Pooja ji. Of all the ghazals that you sing of just late Jagjit Singh, which is your favorite?
My favorite is "Ae Khuda reet ke sehra ko samandar kar de."
Wow. Can we hear your 2 lines
Sure.
without the music?
Sure.
There's the camera.
I'll try my best.
Okay.
है खुदा रेत के सहरा को समंदर कर दे, या झलकती हुई आँखों को भी पत्थर कर दे, है खुदा रे के सहरा को समंदर कर दे.
Beautiful, very nice. Even with that music, you don't need music.
No, music तो साथ में मौसीकी का बहुत.
Of course, but you've got such a beautiful, melodious voice, you know.
you,
and you were blessed to have him as your Guruji.
I am really. I was actually very adamant at him teaching me. He didn't run a school or anything.
No.
But I said, अगर मुझे सीखना है तो आप ही से. Ghazal के लिए more of a fine tuning, you know, how should I project my voice, recordings के लिए, stage performances के लिए, and I think simplicity से ghazal को पेश करना,
of course,
वो उन्हीं से सभी ने जाना है दुनिया में.
Absolutely. Now you do give a lot of stage performances all over. जो आपके musicians होते हैं, are they set? Are you traveled with them to wherever you perform? Set musicians?
Yes. Usually I do have Amar, my husband, he plays tabla with me wherever I go, and I play the harmonium.
You know, you're so lucky and you're so blessed because tabla wala jo hai, he can add beauty to your voice and to your delivery. And you have the wrong tabla player, oh my God, it can totally, listen, I'm a dancer and it's always the case, you know. If you have a good set of musicians, आपके पाँव ऐसी सरकते हैं. The minute the beat goes off, poof. And I think, you know, art is art, whether it's music, whether it's singer, you know, an artist is an artist. So
yes.
You're very lucky that you have a musical-minded family.
Yes.
So, okay, so you travel with him and the other musicians?
With him, and sometimes I do have a guitar player or a keyboard player with me, depending on who's available.
Oh, that's nice.
क्योंकि Richmond में musicians का मिलना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है, and the good musicians are usually tied up with a lot of other programs. So.
I know, I agree with you.
But this evening we are having a very good guitar player.
Oh, nice.
He's also from Richmond. He just has arrived in Richmond from India. So, yeah.
Lovely. Now, riyaz karne ki baat.
Ji.
How often, or what do you suggest, I mean, as a professional singer, how often do you do the word riyaz?
Every day.
Achha.
Every day is the word, and it's important. Riyaz ke bina to Gana ho hi nahi sakta.
Of course.
And whether you're a professional at whatever level, I think even if you're a beginner, it's very important to have that discipline. That whether you're performing or not, you are doing but the right kind of riyaz, not something that you think is going to help your voice. गाना जिसको कहते हैं ग़ज़ल गा दी या हमने 2-3 गाने गा लिए, वो उसको मजाक कहते हैं.
Right, of course.
लेकिन रियाज जो सरगम का अलंकारों का सुर लगाना जिसको कहते हैं.
सुर लगाना, साज, you know, जो notes होते हैं. I agree, absolutely. So every day, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I know you're still young, and of course you're very pretty.
Thank you.
But do you foresee, or do you think you will teach music to others in the future?
I would, yes, and I have in the past.
Oh.
Abhi I'm taking a little bit of break on that because performances ke saath busy hoon.
Right.
Or I have 3 little kids, so the youngest is 2.5.
Oh my God, you have hands full.
Yeah, he keeps me on my toes.
And the oldest?
The oldest is 10,
Achha.
and then a 7-year-old.
And so you don't want to teach the 10-year-old music?
I do. Actually, उनके साथ मुझे बैठ के ऐसे मौका मिलता है, तो मैं बैठ जाती हूँ अगर homework से उनको time मिला तो. Otherwise, even not in a formal setting,
right.
If I'm just doing my riyaz or singing, they're always around me.
That's
and
nice.
They pick it up.
That's
especially
nice.
The youngest.
Right.
वो भी सुर लगा लेता है.
Oh wow,
साथ में. Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
Now, of course, like you just said, when you sing, you're playing the harmonium at the same time.
जी.
Do you play any other instruments?
I play the harmonium. I do play the keyboard.
Okay.
I try to, if you'll go to my website, my Facebook fan page, I've posted a few of my ghazals. हाल ही में मैंने अपनी एक composition post करी है खुद की. And I've created the track for it. It's a very basic track. It's not very, but I do manage playing the keyboard.
Beautiful. And do you have any CDs out?
I do not have an album
Okay.
at present,
Okay.
but we're planning to. That's the
Shortly. That's the next step.
Yes.
That's well. You have the name, you have the fame. Why not? You know, an album is always the finishing touch of an artist. So, good, excellent. Now, before I let you go, I'd like you to face the camera and let our viewers know, not only to come listen to you tonight or you being an artist, but anybody that wants to learn music. That gaiki, matlab, it's an art. That wants to be like a singer.
Right.
What advice do you have for them?
Well, the only advice I have is जो आवाज़ होती है वो भगवान की देन है, गॉड गिफ्ट्स जिसको कहते हैं,
Yes.
काफ़ी लोगों को मिलती है, लेकिन उस आवाज़ के साथ हम करते क्या हैं वो हमारे ऊपर डिपेंड करता है.
Right.
So I would say just practice, रियाज, believe in yourself that you can do it, and you're a singer, get the right guidance.
Oh.
That is the most important. We're always learning in this field, no matter how successful or preliminary we are. It's always best to have a guider,
Sure.
a person who can guide you in the right direction.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
Well, there you go. Advice from an artist who is actually a local, a talented lady who has a family and comes from a musical background, and also her Guruji, her mentor, was of course the Guru in India, and the late Jagjit Singh, and is a profound and a prolific ghazal singer. We look forward to seeing your performance tonight, and keep us posted, and good luck in your
Thank you so much.
future concerts.
Thank you.
Okay, take
Thank you
care.
so much.
Anytime.
Now for the true moment that you've been waiting for, a tribute to the late Ghazal Maestro Jagjit Singh. The Ghazal night today will be rendition, like Sir ne abhi kaha, by Mrs. Pooja Shah Talwar. She would like for me to read a tiny short synopsis about her, क्योंकि आप में बहुत ऐसे लोग हैं जो first time पूजा जी को देखते हैं. Pooja ji, she is professionally trained under the guidance of late Vijay Singh Chauhan and Mrs. Geeta Prem, and of course late music genius Mr. Jagjit Singh. Pooja ji has given outstanding performances in ghazals, classical music and light music, and of course devotional songs as well. This artist has accompanied Jagjit Singh ji in some of his bhajan concerts that he has given in the past, and has very fluently recorded for some private albums, which actually includes a duet with the renowned Udit Narayan ji of back in India. Pooja ji started her singing career, mind you, at the age of 8 years. That's right, she was a little kid when she started. And needless to say that this lady herself is very pretty. Her remarkable music rendition and stage presence always, and I assure you, always leaves her audience simply mesmerized. So let's proceed on to the beauty of the Ghazal evening tonight. Dcsaff 2013 presents Miss Pooja Shah Talwar. Please put your big hands together.
तस्मै श्री गुरुवे